Let me tell you about Frank, a 61-year-old man from Denver, Colorado. For years, Frank woke up feeling drained. His mornings began with a sigh instead of purpose. He'd look in the mirror and whisper, "Where did that man go? The one who used to feel alive." He read about pills, supplements, and gimmicks online, but none of them changed anything. Then one evening, during a men's health seminar, he heard me say, "Vitality isn't lost, it's neglected, and the cure isn't chemical, it's ritual." That night, he started a simple nightly ritual, something any man could do. He mixed two natural ingredients with almond oil, massaged it into his routine before bed, and more importantly, he reclaimed the mindset that made him feel alive again. Within weeks, his mornings were different. He stood taller, spoke slower, and told me, "Doc, I don't feel old anymore. I feel seasoned." Gentlemen, that's what tonight's talk is about. Not a miracle cream, but a symbolic and scientific ritual that reawakens your body and your confidence. For decades, men have been told that losing energy after 50 is inevitable. They've been sold a lie, that testosterone alone defines masculinity, that decline equals defeat. But here's the truth. Your body follows your habits, and your habits follow your beliefs. If you believe aging is a sentence, you live like a prisoner. If you believe aging is a privilege, you live like a king. That's why so many men chase quick fixes. But after 50, chasing shortcuts is the kiss of death. The secret lies in consistency, blood flow, mental calm, and self-respect. I'm Dr. Mark Sullivan, urologist and men's confidence coach for over 25 years. I've helped thousands of men in their 50s, 60s, and 70s reclaim energy, confidence, and intimacy without gimmicks. I've seen patients who could bench press 250 but couldn't talk openly about their fears. And I've seen men with heart conditions who rebuilt their strength through routine, mindfulness, and care. What I share here comes from medicine, psychology, and decades of seeing what really works. Now, here's what Frank and many of my clients discovered. When you combine a circulation booster and a relaxation catalyst with almond oil, you awaken both body and brain. The circulation booster can be something as simple as a pinch of ground turmeric or a drop of vitamin E oil. It stimulates capillaries, improving blood flow where it matters most: your heart, your muscles, your manhood. The relaxation catalyst might be a drop of pure lavender or chamomile essential oil. This isn't about scent, it's about signaling your nervous system that it's time to restore, not fight. But remember, the mix is a ritual, not a miracle. It works because of what happens inside your mind while you do it. When you stand at the mirror and apply that blend, you're telling yourself, "I'm worth the effort." That single act sends a powerful message to your subconscious. You're still the man in charge. Every man carries what psychologists call a somatic anchor, a physical cue linked to emotion. When you combine touch, scent, and reflection, you create a signal that tells your brain to restore energy. This ritual activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair switch most men forget to hit. And when that system turns on, hormones rebalance, sleep deepens, and morning energy returns naturally. Mike, 58, from Seattle, was a widower who said, "I wake up heavy." He began this nightly routine, adding 5 minutes of gratitude journaling afterward. Within 2 weeks, he told me, "I don't just feel younger, I feel clear." Robert, 65, from Austin, a former engineer and skeptic by nature, tracked everything: sleep, blood pressure, morning mood. After 21 days, he showed me his data. Resting heart rate down 6 points, libido up, smile back. Gilbert, 61, from London, divorced and anxious, used to pace before bed. The ritual slowed his breathing and helped him sleep through the night for the first time in years. Fernando, 55, from Madrid, said, "Doc, my mornings used to start with worry." He replaced worry with intention, massage, breathing, reflection. Now he greets each day with, "What can I build today?" Each of these men learned that youthfulness isn't an age. It's an attitude sustained by habit. To do it yourself, prepare your space. Dim the lights, silence your phone, and signal your body that it's time for restoration, not stimulation. Mix your formula: 1 teaspoon of almond oil, a tiny pinch of turmeric, or 1 drop of vitamin E oil, and 1 drop of lavender or chamomile oil. Stir gently in your palm. Apply it mindfully, massaging onto your forearms, neck, or chest. Feel the warmth and breathe slowly. Pair it with reflection. Ask yourself, what did I handle well today? And what do I release tonight? Then sleep with intention. Visualize yourself waking energized, calm, and purposeful. This combination, the oils, the breathing, the reflection, creates a nightly feedback loop. Body relaxes, hormones balance, energy rises. Before, you might have collapsed into bed scrolling your phone, mind racing. After, you enter rest with calm ritual, body primed for healing. Before, you thought vitality was gone. After, you experience proof each morning. It was only dormant. Before, you apologized for aging. After, you respect what your years taught you. Gentlemen, listen closely. At 50, you've outlasted storms that broke lesser men. At 60, you've built wisdom money can't buy. At 70, your calm is rarer than gold. Women, colleagues, even younger men sense that calm. It's what psychologists call emotional gravity, the pull that comes from experience and steadiness. Your superpower isn't adrenaline, it's equilibrium. You don't need to chase. You attract through presence. When you do this ritual, you remind your nervous system of that truth every night. Modern studies show that consistent nightly routines reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that drains testosterone and energy. In one study from the Journal of Men's Health, men over 60 who practiced mindful self-care for 30 days saw a 15% increase in morning vitality scores. Translation: ritual beats randomness. So when you mix those two ingredients, what you're really mixing is discipline and belief. That's the formula for a younger morning. Ask yourself, when was the last time you prepared for sleep with purpose, not exhaustion? What would change if every night became a declaration? I'm still in control of my body and my story. In the next session, I'll teach you how to build a morning reset protocol, 3 actions within 10 minutes of waking that multiply the effect of tonight's ritual. Until then, do this for 7 nights. Track how you feel on days 1, 3, and 7. Notice your clarity, your posture, your tone of voice. Gentlemen, vitality doesn't fade. It waits. It waits for the man who chooses consistency over complaint. Every night you mix that almond oil blend, you're performing an act of rebellion against the idea that age equals decline. You're declaring, I'm not done becoming. Remember Frank from Denver? 3 months later, he sent me a photo from the mountains. He wrote, Doc, I climbed halfway up Pikes Peak this morning. Hadn't done that in 30 years. Turns out youth wasn't gone. It was asleep. So tonight, when you stand at the mirror, remember this. You're not trying to look younger. You're reigniting the man who's always been there. Take that moment, breathe, mix those two things with almond oil, rub your hands together, feel the warmth, and whisper to yourself, I'm still the man. Because you are. You're not getting older, you're getting intentional. You're not fading, you're focusing. And every night with this simple ritual, you remind your body and your spirit that a younger man still lives within you. This isn't about turning back time, it's about turning back on. Stay anchored, stay deliberate, stay you. I'm Dr. Mark Sullivan. See you in the next chapter of your comeback.